The Boys Season 2. I will be discussing spoilers in this video, you have been warned. So, we left off Season 1 with that insane revelation that not only is Butcher's wife Becca alive, but so is her son, who has powers just like Homelander. Season 2 is all about the fallout of this discovery, the evolution of Homelander now that he knows he has a son, the evolution of Butcher now that he knows Becca is alive, and how their collective teams are disrupted by their new behavior. But that's not all. We also have the introduction of an alternative antagonist to the show, the brand new female member of the Seven, Stormfront. She really is the driving force and catalyst behind the plot this season, but she also gives us a peek behind the curtain into the history of Vought as a company, its nefarious origins. One of the things that I think was handled really well this season were the parallels, showcasing how different characters were very similar, and then using that to open up a conversation about who's really the good guy or the bad guy here. Annie is a lot like Huey. They're both optimistic and well-meaning, but they get dragged into this much darker world against their will. Over time, we actually see Annie stoop down to a level closer to Butcher, to the point where she actually agrees with him. She actually kills an innocent man, accidentally, because he was in the way of saving Huey's life. Now, there's also parallels between Butcher and Homelander. They're both obsessed with getting the person they love to come be with them. Butcher just wants Becca back, and Homelander wants Ryan to accept him as his father. When they get rejected, it pushes them into new dark places. Butcher just starts beating up innocent people, threatening to kill Vogelbaum's family, and he almost tears Ryan away from his mother. Homelander completely dives into a life of gratuitous violence and debauchery, all in the arms of Stormfront, a not very subtle allegory for the United States and its flirtation with far-right ideology. Yeah, I caught that. I think everybody caught that. I guess that's my only real critique of the season. I love the action, the comedy, the drama, the twists and turns. I was on the edge of my seat in almost every scene that had Ryan in it, because I was genuinely wondering who was going to win the battle for his soul. And I loved how Butcher finally made the right choice at the end, and chose to protect him instead of taking out his rage. His line about how he doesn't want to be a bad influence like his own father was, it just broke my heart. Karl Urban is such a fantastic actor. But the one critique I have of the season is that the political commentary is really heavy-handed. Yeah, I know Stormfront is a literal German National Socialist. That's pulled straight out of the comics. But whenever she talked about preserving the white race, it really just kind of made me cringe. The political commentary certainly isn't the main focus of the show. It's nowhere near as detrimental as some other shows let it become. It was just less clever and less subtle this time around. In Season 1, it was barely an issue. This season, it's just a little bit worse. However, with the general quality of the rest of the show, it would have to continue at this rate for another 4 seasons before I see this heavy-handed political themes ever becoming a real problem. So at this point, it's kind of just a nitpick. But other than that, yeah, it was great. I definitely recommend The Boys Season 2 if you haven't seen it already. Just keep in mind what I said in my Season 1 review. It's a really gratuitously gross show. But if I'm being honest, that's sort of the fun of it. I've been Beware. This is What Wears Watchin'. Stay frosty.